There was once a trader who was visiting a town for trading his wares. At lunchtime, when more or less his work was done, he was taking his horse and going to an inn to have his lunch. One of the passerby noticed that the horse was limping, and he told the trader, "My friend, your horse may need a nail on the horseshoe. That nail seems to have come off." The trader said, "I am in a hurry. One nail not being there will not harm anyway, and I am in a hurry to get back to my home in the other town across the forest." So we had a quick lunch and started riding back, ignoring the fact that one of the nails of the horseshoe was out. As he rode, he tried to ride fast. Another nail from the horseshoe fell, and the horse's leg became less stable. As the horse started limping more and more, it started slowing down. Eventually, he discovered that he couldn't cross even the forest, so he was stuck in the middle of the forest as nightfall descended. Having sold all his goods and loaded with a lot of cash, he fell prey to bandits who had attacked him in the middle of the night in the forest where there was no protection available. Alas, this is a story that says a stitch in time saves nine. Had he taken that precaution well in advance and put that horse in shape, he may have been able to reach home in time before dark and may have saved all his money. Friends, this is a story that keeps repeating in the investment world as well. One product where we need to look at in similar fashion is called health insurance. Given the fact that medical costs across are booming, it becomes impossible for middle class people to go and get treated at a hospital and come back without losing a substantial portion of their wealth. This is where medical insurance comes in. For a small premium that is payable on a yearly basis, the medical insurance company underwrites the total cost of hospitalization, thereby saving you lakhs of rupees that you would otherwise end up spending. 5 things to remember while you're considering a health insurance policy. What is the type of health insurance? Friends, there are basically 2 types of health insurance policy. One is what we call an indemnity-based policy. The other is called a benefit-based policy. An indemnity-based policy means that it covers the risk of expense, which means it reimburses the actual amount of expenses that is incurred, so long as is within the limit of the policy amount that you have considered. So typically the kind of products that get covered in this is your Mediclaim policy, medical insurance policy, your individual Mediclaim, your family floater where it covers the entire family for a sum of money. It covers senior citizen policy. It also covers group insurance where a corporate provides these facilities to employees. So all these come as part of the indemnity based product. There is the other kind of product which is called the benefit based product. Now benefit based product means on the event happening, on a predetermined event occurring, a set of money, a predetermined set of money is paid to the holder of the policy. That is called a benefit-based product. Typical examples of benefit-based products are critical illness and personal accident insurance. In critical illness, you are covered for a series of critical illnesses. Could be cancer, heart disease related, could be kidney related diseases, all of it. So if you take a 20 lakh policy and if that event occurs that your disease is discovered in you, then without any questions being asked, this amount is paid to you to take care of your health by getting treated for that disease. So that's what is a benefit-based policy. Similarly, in personal accident, if something were to happen to the person who's having a personal accident, a specified sum of money is paid to him based on the premium and so on and so forth. So that is the basic nature of the insurance. So you have to first determine what is the kind of insurance, health insurance that you want. Second, my friends, is to look at what are the limits and what are the facilities that is offered. So first, look at the hospitals that are covered by that health insurance. Are there hospitals near your house that get covered, near your office, that you can access in case you need to? And what is the limits that are available. So per day limits are available. So the fine print is always there that needs to be read. It will talk about per day how much is the room rent that is allowed as per the policy. So please go check it out as well. Third is to check out if there is a co-pay option and the payment options. Now the payments can be in multiple ways. One is to reimburse your actual expenses, that you incur the expense and then file the bills with the insurance company, and the insurance company reimburses you to the extent of the limit of the policy. The second is something called a cashless facility. A cashless facility means you don't pay a single pie out of your pocket. You just go and get yourself admitted. The hospital takes care of all the expenses and sends the bill to the insurance company to settle. So that's a cashless facility. Check out if your policy is reimbursement based or cashless based. The other thing you need to check is what is the co-pay option. Now co-pay is nothing but how you and the insurance company underwrite the expenses. So if you incur 100 rupee expenses and it's a 20% co-pay, means 20% of that expenses you will bear, the insurance company will bear 80%. If it's a 40% co-pay, you will pay 40% and the insurance company will pay 60%. The higher the co-pay from your end, lower will be the premium that you incur, because the insurance company believes that you're sharing the burden along with them, and to that extent insurance premiums are lesser. That's the third option that you need to look at. Fourth, whenever you take a health insurance, please fill up that form carefully, because it asks you for your pre-existing disease and illnesses and so on and so forth. Be absolutely truthful and honest, because later on at the time of claim settlement, these things can be a very, very embarrassing problem if it's found out later that you did have a health issue which did not get mentioned before. Always look at the coverage amount and the exclusions. What does the policy not cover and how much value does the policy provide? These are all extremely important aspects to look at before you take a health insurance. Now friends, why must one consider health insurance at all? First reason, if you enter into a hospital and God forbid you have to get treated for an illness, it's going to cost a couple of lakhs at the very minimum. Now, do you want to incur a couple of lakhs in getting treated, or do you want to incur a small amount of money every year as a premium that will ensure that the hospital bills are paid by the insurance company? I'm sure it's the second option that you want. Second, most important, on the premiums that you pay, you will be eligible for income tax benefits. To that extent, you also enjoy an advantage on the tax break as well. And third, and not the least, is that taking health insurance will give you a peace of mind that's extremely important for all of us in going about our life in a very, very peaceful and happy manner.